What if the only thing stopping you from succeeding is not your circumstances, but your fear, your own fear? What if you already have everything you need to move forward, but everything is holding you back? In today's fast-moving world, negativity spreads faster than positivity. Every day we are surrounded by noise, news, opinions, social media pressure, and expectation from others. All of this slowly start influencing your thoughts. We begin to question ourselves. We begin to doubt our decisions. And before we even try, we convince ourselves that we might fail. But today, let's shift that mindset with a powerful thought from one who said, to succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. At the first glance, this quote might sound strange. Like, ignorance, really? How can ignorance help you succeed? But if you understand it deeply, you'll realize this is one of the most powerful success principles ever shared. Ignorance here doesn't mean lack of intelligence. It means the ability to ignore unnecessary fear, to ignore self-doubt, to ignore the constant voice in your head that tells you, what if you fail? It means not letting overthinking stop you from taking actions. And confidence is about trusting yourself even when you don't have all the answers. It's about moving forward when the path is unclear. It's about believing that you will figure things out along the way. Think about it. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or opportunity. They fail because they hesitate. They wait for the perfect time. They wait until they feel ready. But the truth is, no one ever feels 100% ready. The person who succeed are the ones who take action despite the uncertainty. There are moments in life when you feel stuck. You keep repeating the same mistakes. You feel confused about your path. Now, in those moments, your mind becomes your biggest enemy. It fills you with fear, doubt, and overanalysis. And that's exactly where this thought becomes more powerful. It reminds you to pause, to reset, and to move forward with courage instead of fear. Let me ask you something. How many opportunities have you missed just because you overthought them? How many times did you stop yourself from doing something because you were worried about what others might think? This is exactly what this thought is trying to break. Success doesn't always come from knowing everything, my friend. In fact, sometimes knowing too much can hold you back. When you know all the risks, all the possible failures, all the worst case scenarios, you become scared to even try. But when you allow yourself to ignore that fear, when you allow yourself to move forward with confidence, that's when growth happens. Look at any successful person around you. They didn't have everything figured out from the beginning. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They started with what they had. They made mistakes, they learned, they adapted, and most importantly, they kept going. This thought encourages you to take actions, not tomorrow, not when everything is perfect, but now. Because action creates clarity, action builds confidence, and action moves you forward. So when you stop overthinking, you free your mind. When you stop fearing failure, you open yourself to learning, and when you start believing in yourself, you create a completely different reality. Self-doubt is one of the biggest obstacles in personal growth. It slowly eats away your confidence. It makes you question your worth, but the truth is, every successful person you admire has faced self-doubt at some point. The only difference, they didn't let it stop them. This thought is not telling you to be careless. It's telling you to be courageous. It's telling you to stop giving power to unnecessary fear. It's telling you to trust yourself more than your doubts. Because at the end of the day, growth happens outside your comfort zone. And stepping outside your comfort zone always feels uncomfortable. It always feels uncertain. But that's exactly where your next level is waiting for you. Imagine if you started living your life with this mindset. Imagine if you stopped overthinking every small decisions. Imagine if you trusted yourself enough to take risks. How different would your life look? You would stop waiting and start doing. You would stop fearing and start learning. You would stop doubting and start believing. And that's the real power of this thought. It shifts your focus from fear to action, from doubt to belief, from hesitation to movement. So the next time you feel stuck, the next time you feel unsure, remind yourself of this, that you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need the courage to take the next step. Ignore the unnecessary noise, ignore the fear that doesn't serve you, and move forward with confidence. Because sometimes that's all it takes to change your life. Now, if this message resonated with you, if it made you think differently, then stop. Then don't keep it to yourself. Share this with someone who needs to hear this today, and more importantly, start applying it in your own life. Take one small action today that you have been avoiding. Trust yourself, believe in your journey, and keep moving forward. This is your reminder that you are capable, you are stronger than your doubts, and more successful, and your success begins the moment you decide to act. So until next time, stay confident, stay fearless, and keep growing. If you love today's episode, then kindly share this episode to someone whom you know and someone whom you love. And I'm going to leave you the same way I leave after every episode. Make your mission to make someone else's day better. Hoping you have an amazing day. This is Satish Kumbar signing out until we meet again with a new topic, with a new story. Thank you and bye-bye.